Copyright laws are essential to the well-being of society. Without them, this world would be a worse place. Our opponent argues that copyright laws are too harsh, which isn't necessarily an argument against copyright laws themselves, and that they hurt artists, small businesses, those who are struggling to keep a living.
Copyright laws are clearly and firmly set up in order to protect the rights of property. For example, by taking a copyrighted song and illegally posting it to a website or blog, it does nothing but hurt the artist. The opposing side argues that this can be a good thing because it gets people's ideas out there and work out for free and for the rest of the world to see. Of course, exposure can be a good thing, but not in this case. It is unwarranted and unwanted. Artists can ask for money for their songs, and they do it for a reason. If an artist wanted to have his songs be free on iTunes or anywhere on the internet, he could easily do so for exposure. Perhaps he feels that they already have enough exposure, or maybe have another plan in mind. By legally uploading or using copyrighted property, one is preventing the creator from making their fair share of money from their creation.
The point made about how the punishments of copyright laws are too harsh is not true. There are three elements that must be placed in order for infringement to occur. One is that the copyright holder must have a valid copyright. Second is that the person who is allegedly infringing must have access to the copyrighted work. And the third is that the duplication of the copyrighted work must be outside the exceptions of the rules. The punishments depend on their circumstances, such as how much profit was made. Copyright laws provide a range from $200 to $150,000 or jail time for each work infringed. These laws are not hidden. First off, it should be common knowledge that using other people's work without permission is illegal, be it physical or virtual property. Secondly, if one's worried about the crime, they can easily search up copyright infringement, copyright punishments, how do copyrights affect me, etc.
Copyright laws are absolutely vital, and without them, businesses would be ruined. However, you argue that copyright laws hurt small businesses. That claim is completely false. Copyrights provide a safety net for their product, so bigger competing companies cannot mass produce the unique product of the smaller companies. Also, by arguing that the companies that broke the law received too harsh of a punishment, are you arguing that we should lower the punishment? In which case you're going against the severity of the punishment rather than the copyright infringement itself. Or are you arguing that there should be no punishment whatsoever for this crime? Honestly, it doesn't matter what you try to say, for both are completely ridiculous. You proceed to present a case in which a single mother that made $36,000 a year received a massive fine for breaking the law. Are we supposed to pity her? Are you simply using a guilt tactic similar to the poor, small, law-breaking businesses? What does this prove? If she broke the law, they should therefore be punished. Stealing is stealing, so she is a criminal. As said earlier, it is easier to find out the punishment for copyright infringement, and uploading songs that one does not own is a well-known case of copyright infringement, so she should have known it. Once again, you seem to be arguing for either the annihilation of punishments for the crime of copyright infringement, or simply for a less severe punishment. It isn't very clear, and both are wrong. Also, you're looking at the cases in which someone or something we should pity is being punished. What about the big professional artist who stole the freelance photographer photo of a bomb? Are you saying that the criminal should be allowed scot-free or given a small fine after you gain the fame and fortune of the photograph? That is not justice. That is a crime in and of itself.
In conclusion, copyright laws are a vital part of today's society. The opposing side argues that they should be swept under the rug, and that you shouldn't even have to consider the damage they would cause. It seems that they weren't arguing against copyright, but rather the punishments. Also, their proof or examples show one-sided view in which they use an argumentum ad passionis attack on the audience's emotions rather than try to fully explain their argument.